Recently, I was told about a student who wouldn't stop playing on the piano and listen to his teacher. If you have similar experiences with young students, then grab a cuppa and let's share a few ideas. Hi, I'm Kylie. We love to share easy tips and tricks to inspire students to learn the love of music here in our music studios. I received a question from one of my subscribers recently, and she wrote, "Hey Kylie, how do you manage an 8-year-old boy who comes for piano lessons and talks over the top of you and plays while you are talking? I've spoken with his mum and she excuses it as tiredness. What can I do if the parent is not on board? With my 5-year-olds, they miss out on games and stickers, so they behave brilliantly. I'm not sure what to do with this 8-year-old though." So first of all, I think the idea of bribery in a music lesson is a double-edged sword. Prizes or rewards may entice someone to conform short-term. Overall, I don't think that they change someone's motivation or long-term connection with music. I've tried various bribes over the years as a teacher and as a parent, but I've seen that if someone doesn't want to do something, then they won't do it, even for a bribe. So how would I address this situation? Well, the first thing that I do with an 8-year-old is to move away from the instrument or away from the piano to a rug where we could sit down and make a plan together. This does two things. It takes away the temptation to be banging on the piano while you're trying to hear each other. And second of all, it allows the student to take ownership of their time. So what do you want to do today? What shall we play? What are your favorite songs? Shall we end with a game? List these down. If they can't write, then they might like to draw their favorite activities or their ideas for their lesson. So have them number which they'd like to do first and then second and so on. Emphasize that this is their lesson and follow their ideas as much as possible. Before moving back to the piano, acknowledge that to achieve their aims, then we need to listen to each other. We might need to take turns to be heard. I remind a student that if one of us is talking, then the other needs to stop playing and take our hands away so that we can listen to each other. I like to discuss this with the student so that they can understand what is expected. When you move back to the piano, stay to the list and encourage the student to see what's next in their order of either images or their list. If you want to advise, then ask, "Can I show you an easy way to move your wrist to play that section?" They may say no, so follow their lead and listen to what they're saying. They might be so focused on getting the notes right that they're not ready to take any extra advice right now. So go with them. If a student does keep playing while you're talking, then repeat the idea of let's take our hands away while we're talking. Or for a younger student, I might gently move their hands as well. And chatty teachers, don't chat so much. It's annoying. When I was about 18 and studying classical music, I was having a piano lesson with a teacher who was a fill-in teacher, and she chatted for my whole hour-long session and I was so frustrated. I ended up randomly starting to play as I was so sick of waiting because she was talking so much. I can imagine a 6-year-old level of focus plummeting if we try to say several things. So I try to only add one comment or ask one question, then just listen as they play. So don't talk too much. Use active games or gross motor coordination in your lessons. I think these are great for all ages. Play a game away from the piano with large notes or feet or chalk on the ground, or various sized balls to play different games and activities with. Then this can help to then, as we go back to the piano, it then grows and affects our understanding and also our finer motor skills. Grab a percussion instrument for this rhythm, then go back to the piano to work on the next section. With some students, I've had to be very clear about what I'm asking for when they come to a lesson. As a student feels more comfortable with me, then they may start exploring that freedom and doing whatever they want. When a student is possibly tired or has a strong personality, then I might request, when you're coming into a music lesson, I'd like you to have a try at things. When we're at the instrument, let's have our hands off when we're talking. And requests can be applied to whatever the issues are with each student. This then gives the outline of conversation with mum. If Harry's coming along to a lesson, then I'm going to ask him two things. The first thing is that he can have a try at different things that we're doing, and the second thing is hands off the instrument while we're playing. So by outlining these requests, it makes it very clear for everyone to understand that that's what's expected. I've had students from 5-year-old to 14-year-old age range really support what I'm asking and then be able to focus and achieve what they're wanting to do in their lesson. But remember to keep it interesting also. I've had one of my mentors who talks about make sure it's not as boring as bat poo. So play tunes or bass notes to backings on YouTube, duet with a student, play along with recordings, and with a favourite game. Make sure the music is what the student wants to play. Modify some harder music, not just what's from a book or from the standard that you think they're up to. Well, I hope some of these ideas have been useful for you today. I hope that you'll subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and please leave a thumbs up. It's the best compliment you can give. Enjoy your teaching, and let's keep experimenting with new ideas to inspire each student on their individual journey. Happy music making!